Today is Tuesday, Parashat Matot-Masei, the second parasha, because this Shabbat we're reading two parashiot. The second parasha, Masei, means the traveling, the journeys that the Jewish people took in the desert. There were 42 such journeys. Vais'u, vayachanu, they traveled and they camped. And there are a lot of messages associated with this idea of traveling in the desert. They went from Egypt, which is the lowest place of impurity and immorality and the place where they were slaves, all the way to the Holy Land, to Eretz HaKodesh. So there is a progress, there is the idea of going from point A to point B, when point A is a low point and point B is a place of Kedusha, a place of holiness, a place where they will settle and they will build the Beit HaMikdash. So there were 42 such journeys to teach us also that as you go in progress and go from one point to another, there are steps on the way. There are stations on the way. And every journeys that involved a place of departure and a place that you arrive to, and there is something to benefit from every place that you are, every situation, every station in life, so to speak, is an occasion to learn from, to grow from, and to become a better person at. Whatever challenge that you can meet in that place or whatever experience that you have is something for your benefit to grow from, to become a better person. It's not just for the Jewish people traveling in the desert that this tells us about. It's also a hint to the personal journey of each person, or the journeys, or the 42 stations in life, if you wish, that a person could go through as he goes from one place to another, from one station to another station. And you can look at it both ways. The traveling when you leave a place and the arrival of the other place, the destination is what was necessary for you to experience. So it's not just, I'm not comfortable where I am, let me leave from the place where I am. It's also about where am I heading to, because where I'm heading to is the next thing that I need to experience. And there's a concept also. Sometimes you say, because I got to that place, that's why I met that person. Or it could be because you were meant to meet that person, that's why you traveled to that place. So there are things that happen in the journeys of a person, the stations that a person reaches, that things didn't happen just by coincidence, that he met that person because he got there, or he had that experience because he got there, but it was because Hashem intended for him to meet that person, or Hashem intended for him to experience a certain thing in that place he's going to. That's why he traveled there. And these ideas associated with the parasha is not just for the Jewish people traveling in the desert, but for each person as he goes through life, from one step to another, one station to another station, one experience to another experience, there is something to be gained and something to be learned, something to be experienced for the betterment of the person, to enjoy every place that he reaches. In the case of the people leaving Egypt to go to Eretz HaKodesh, it was an incredible odyssey that took him through many places in the desert, but every place there was something to experience, something to learn from. Sometimes challenges, and sometimes a person falters, stumbles, but it's always to get up from that and actually learn from the experience and become a better person through whatever a person has gone through. So this is today about the Mas'eh, the second parasha that we're going to be reading this Shabbat. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.